Hello. So it has been a while since I have made a YouTube video. It has been over a year, and do I regret not posting? Yeah. But honestly, my life has been so hectic, I have had no time to make any videos or upload them or anything. But I thought, what better way to come back from not uploading a video than to tell an embarrassing story about myself. Story time, because I embarrassed myself in front of someone that I wanted to be friends with, and it is not fun. This probably took place, the first time that I met this person, this probably took place mid to towards the end of 2019. I first saw this person at a Cold Stone ice cream parlor, and at first when I saw him, yeah, I thought that he was cute. I kept telling my mom, oh my god, this guy is so cute, like I want to ask him for his number, but I'm scared. My mom literally told me, oh, I think he's gay. And I'm like, what makes you think that? And she's like, you can't tell? And I'm like, I'm not gonna like assume someone's sexuality like just because like the way they talk or like the way they act or something. I mean, don't judge people based on like the way they act, because there could be like you just don't know. Like you can't like assume someone's sexuality. It's just not right, I guess. So like of course I didn't assume this guy's sexuality. He and I didn't really talk at all. I couldn't really bring myself to look at him because I was nervous and I thought he was attractive, and I think he knew that I thought he was cute or something, because he kept looking at me, and every time we make eye contact I would look away and I would just be like, I was upset when we left the ice cream parlor because I was like, wow, I'm literally never going to see this person again. Like I was so like sure that I was never going to see him again. Fast forward a few months, I go to Hot Topic like the beginning of January because I bleached my hair, and I was going to get colored dye at Hot Topic because that's literally the only place I ever get colored dye, and the brand that I get is like the brand I've only used, the only color that I really used. So when I walked into Hot Topic, I was standing, like there's like this like section like towards the back of the store where there's like different like colored hair dyes. There's like 3 different brands. There's Arctic Fox, Raw, and Unicorn Hair, and also Manic Panic. I was staring at the colors for a really long time because I literally could not figure out what colors I wanted to dye like my hair, because I had already dyed it pink and blue. So I was like, I don't know what colors to get because I was just having a hard time deciding. So I was literally staring at all the hair dyes for like 20 minutes, and a guy walks up to me and he goes, oh hey, do you need help with anything? And I was looking at him and I was like, why does he look familiar? It was Cold Stone guy, and I did not realize that at first because I was just like, oh, like looking at him, and I was just like, oh no, like I don't need any help, thanks. I'm just having a hard time deciding like what hair colors to get. I can't decide if I want these colors, and I'm also trying to figure out what brand I want to get, because I use this brand, but I also want to try this brand because I've heard like mixed reviews on it and all that. And so he was giving me his advice on like what hair dye I should get and what he thought was best, and he said, oh, you shouldn't get this brand because I've heard a lot of people say that it's not as good as this brand. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he ended up having to go like do something or whatever. Like one of the other employees like called him, and I looked at my mom and I was like, he looks so familiar. And my mom goes, yeah, he does. And I was like, where have we seen him before? And it was the way he talked and like the way he looked, obviously. But this time his hair was all like blonde, like light blonde. He had bleached it. So when we saw him at Cold Stone, his hair was this color. It was dark brown. So at first we didn't recognize him. But me and my mom both figured it out at the same time. We were both like, oh my god, it's Cold Stone guy. When he came back, my mom was like, oh, like, we've seen you before. And I was like, oh yeah, we have. And he's like, oh really, where? And then my mom was like, oh, didn't you used to work at Cold Stone? And he was like, oh yeah, what Cold Stone? And I'm thinking, what Cold Stone? What do you mean? Like, 'cause he was like trying to make sure that we like actually knew him, but I'm like, boy, we've seen you before. My mom told him the address and she was like, oh, this Cold Stone. And he was like, oh yeah, I did work there. And I was like, oh yeah, you had brown hair at the time, like, you probably don't remember us, but like, we remember seeing you. And I said, I remember you because I remember I wanted to ask you for your number because I wanted to be your friend. Which is true, because I knew obviously he's probably gonna get uncomfortable if I ask for his number, like, in that type of way. So I was like, oh, like, I could just ask for his number, like, as a friend, you know, like, just be like, hey, like, we should be friends, you know? He didn't really say anything. He kind of kept quiet, and at that moment, I instantly regretted saying that, because I was like, was that really necessary? Like, I could have just said, oh yeah, I remember you because I remember people easily or something. Which is kind of true. Like, I do remember people, especially if I've, like, seen them, like, in person. Like, it's just easy to remember a face. After that, when I had finally picked out, like, my hair dye and to, like, check it out and pay for it, there was, like, this sale going on. And he was like, oh yeah, like, if you get this, then you can get this amount off or whatever. And so my mom went back to, like, the t-shirts to, like, pick out, like, a shirt that was, like, on sale to, like, go with the sale or something, because I guess the shirts that she was going to buy weren't a part of the sale. And so she went back, and so me and him were, like, he was behind the counter and I was, like, in front of the counter because I was waiting for my mom. I was waiting because I wasn't gonna go with her, because then someone else would be like, oh, like, the cash register is open, so then they would just, like, swoop in and, like, pay for their stuff. But I was, like, you know, waiting to pay for my things. And so, no joke, we were literally standing there for like 5 minutes in awkward silence. And let me tell you, the tension was like, the awkward tension was so thick, like, I was suffocating. Like, I literally thought that I was gonna suffocate from how thick the awkward tension was. I did not know what to say. I did not know what to do. I wasn't gonna be like, oh yeah, so like, you want to exchange numbers so we can be friends? No, I didn't do that. I wasn't going to. I wanted to, but I didn't, because you know how awkward that is? Like, I'm an awkward person, and I'm pretty sure he probably is too, because like, he didn't say anything. He did not even try to make conversation, which it's also my fault because I didn't either. Like, I could have been like, oh, like, how come you left Cold Stone or anything? Like, I could have made conversation, but I didn't. I'm stupid. That's my fault. I know. But I probably actually will never see him again. But if I do, I literally have no idea what I'm gonna say, because the last time we saw each other, it was awkward. I mean, now I know, like, where he works, so, like, if I do end up running into him again, because I don't go to the mall often, but every time I do go to the mall, I go to Hot Topic, just to, like, look around and see, like, what new stuff they're selling and all that. I don't know what I'm gonna say if I see him. I don't know if I should bring up, like, the last time I had, like, seen him. I don't know. He probably won't even remember me, because I'm, like, not relevant to, like, him, because we're not friends or anything, but I literally don't know. Hot Topic / Cold Stone guy, you're probably not watching this, but if you happen to, for some weird reason, I am sorry if I made you feel awkward, and I should have made conversation, but I didn't. But, we should be friends, because you seem like a really nice person, and you're really cool. So yeah, completely embarrassing. I embarrassed myself. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this weird story time. This is my first time I've literally ever done a story time, so it's probably not good at all. So I apologize for that. But I tried to tell how it happened the best I could, because I am not good at saying things. I have ADHD, so like sometimes it's hard to keep up with my thoughts and like everything I want to say. But yeah, so if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, or don't. I don't mind. It's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try and like upload videos like as regularly as I can, because I haven't full on done YouTube since I was 14, and I'm going to be 19 in a month and a half. I don't have any ideas right now, but I'm sure I'll probably think of some in the future. I'm still trying to figure out what type of videos I want to post on here. I might just post whatever I want, but give video suggestions if you want, just because why not, just to help me out a little bit. And yeah, I hope you guys' day is going well, and if it's nighttime where you are, if you're watching this, then I hope your day went well. Stay strong through tough battles, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!